This is the Layton Brothers Mystery Room. Yes, it is that Layton Brothers. Now here's the thing though. When they use the word Layton Brothers, they're specifically saying that this is not Professor Layton. This is Professor Layton's brother. So this is not the famous Professor Layton that you're all used to. This is his brother. So, it is a quiz game on Android, and it's literally called Layton Brothers. So we'll start a new game here. Start investigating. Now, this game has a lot of English in it. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Now, I have these cases available, but I have to fucking play them first. So we're going to have to start this anew. Unfortunately, some of these cases I've seen because I watched Elise play it on stream, but that's only like 1 or 2 cases, and I forget if I saw this case. "4 years on and it's still smarts." Oh yeah, by the way, so like I didn't really know much about the Professor Layton games or Professor Layton himself, but his brother is a little bit of a psychopath. Also, my phone just fucking went into idle. That's great. Osmium, I'll be doing the multiplayer for subscribers at some point here, but I'm not sure when. It'll definitely be sometime soon, though. I'm going to attempt to do the voices in here as much as I can stand it. Now, here's the thing. This chick is your player character, and her fucking accent is just amazing. This game has a really anal thing about saying was. It replaces was with were. I don't know why. It could be the accent. Other characters do it, but yeah. So it's like, "Oh, we're miles away. It's such a nice day out there. I couldn't help gazing out the window. Oh, it's I can't do the Cockney accent though, or not Cockney. I don't know what that accent's called, where they're like, "Hey, governor." Like I can't. It's not a British accent. It's something else. I can't do that accent. I've got it. You'll notice it as the game goes on, and then you guys tell me what it is. And yeah, where it's like, "We're all to other cases." Like, what the fuck is that accent? I've heard it somewhere else before. Like, I want to say almost Scottish or something like that. "Where the real stinkers get cracked." It's like, yeah, the dialogue in this game is pretty amazing. "Quite so, Detective Constable Baker." Oh, I should do an old voice for this. "Don't let Deputy Commissioner Chan put you off." Oh, it's a great name for somebody that's Asian. It's just Chan. "I'm sure you do very well there." "You have to work very hard to prove yourself, Baker, considering your performance up to now sucks dick." It's like, yeah, I don't know what that accent is. What the fuck is a Balti? There's no face cam on this because it's almost full resolution game. There'd be nowhere to really put it. "Put you with a very special inspector. He won't let you put a foot wrong, and there's not an officer in the force that can match his powers of dickduction." Ah, it's like I hear the voice in my head. I hear her voice in my head about how to do it, but I can't do it. I can't do it out loud. Like, I can't make my mouth do it, and it's frustrating. It's like, really? I'll be with someone that good, eh? "Oh, yes, he's exceptional. In fact, I doubt there's a mystery he couldn't solve if he put his mind to it." "That's grand. I'll get cracking then and introduce myself straight away." "Fuck. You sure about this, you fucking dick?" "He's so unstable. You could fucking punch her in the face." Well, that was the case. That was a hard fucking case. We solved it, guys. Alright, first case. Now, unfortunately, I know this case because I watched Elise do it. So, spoiler in advance, I'm not really going to have any trouble solving this at all. So. Oh, where's everyone? Well, seeing as I got a place to myself, I might as well have a practice. The true culprit of this crime is you fucking long-nosed dick! An unlikely deduction, I must say. I don't even know what the fuck to even do for his voice. Hey, you know what that actually sounded like was like that really muscular chick on Super Jail just now. I was like, an unlikely deduction, I must say. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, this guy's basically me. Like pretty much. Haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I'm fucking Alfindy Layton, and I'm a fucking psychopath. Inspector Layton around here. Now, please don't feel obliged to stick to formalities when you address me. Oh, well then, see as you'll be showing me the ropes and whatnot, I bet I call you Prof. I'm not entirely sure that's appropriate. Certainly my father, who is an actual university professor, would certainly not approve. Oh. Well, you did say it's no use to stick to formalities, didn't you? Prof it is then. Just bear in mind that I haven't yet decided if this will be a permanent position for you or not. Eh? A rather interesting new case has just cropped up, as it happens. The perfect opportunity to prove yourself. Fuck. And that's how I got started working with the Prof! This first case was at a hotel in a popular seaside town. A young lass was killed on the balcony of a room. What the fuck is aunt? What the fuck is aunt? Look at this crazy fucker. Look at that suave son of a bitch. Look at that Big Bertha. What the fuck is sus? Suspect? I'm sorry, that is a fucking hell of an abbreviation there. Get Gerard boy. It's supposed to be on the. That is. I have never heard that in my life. Ever. Let me talk you through the case. It happened just a few days ago at a hotel in a very busy holiday resort. Hey, that's a swanty looking place. Yes, it's a 5-star hotel with a wonderful sea view. Unfortunately, on this occasion, it was also the scene of a murder. Oh, a murder, eh? Yes, the victim was a woman by the name of Sandy Aldwych. She was murdered while on holiday with her lover. She's got huge tits, and she's a well-off and well-to-do young woman whose immaculate appearance belied a checkered history with the opposite sex, meaning she liked to fuck. Though she has stayed at the hotel alone on several prior occasions, this time she was with her lover. Oh. On the afternoon in question, Miss Aldwych contacted room service to order a sandwich because she's into that kind of thing. It was the bellboy and Mr. Zachary who brought the order to his room. He's the first suspect. Because, obviously, we just like to make French people suspects in these games, because that's just how it always is in these games. The French guy's always the evil guy, because America's got some sort of fucking pent-up hostility towards the French, even though they haven't really done anything bad in fucking probably about 50 decades towards us. At Mrs. Aldwich's request, he took it out to her on the terrace. After Carrie left the room, a man claiming to be Mr. Aldwich's lover turned up. Clearly this is impossible, though, because this is actually Mr. T in all actuality. Claiming to be? Yes, this is where it gets a little complicated. You see, the man who turned up at the hotel that day stubbornly refuses to identify himself. Sounds put a gilly if you ask me, Prof. It let him in using a keycard that she'd sent him. So he never saw or spoke to the victim in the room, then? If you believe the statement, yes, that's what he's saying. I don't know, withholding his identity? That's dead fishy. Right, so... Yes, anyway, let me tell you the rest. The supposed lover of Aldwych has put the "please make up my room" sign on the door handle as he left. That brings us to the next suspect, a hotel cleaner who saw the sign and went in to clean the hotel room. Her name is Vera Wipowski. What the fuck? She started to clean the room as normal. At some point, she realized she had a gigantic spot on her nose that basically made it look like candy corn, and she realized that her fucking life has been nothing but shambles. But anyways, she drew the closed curtains back and noticed that Aldwych was outside on the terrace. Seeing her slumped over on the table, it seems Wipowski just thought that she'd fallen asleep while not even eating her sandwich outside on the balcony in the fucking cold air because this chick has no idea what day it is because she's high off of the fucking cleaner that she used in her room. But sadly, that wasn't the case. She'd been strangled to death. And she lay there with one hand inside the sandwich that she'd ordered. On sandwich? Oh. Yes, Aldwich's hand was sandwiched between the two slices of bread along with the other. Whatever could that mean? If you manage to work that out, you'll pass my test and you'll be among the rest of the best. And that means that you might have the biggest breasts among all the land because then they'll be mine in my hands to command, alright? Oh, well, I'll do my best. Good, right. Well, let's see what we have on the other suspects so far. Okay, I'm all ears. As I've said, we're looking at 3 possible suspects. First of all, we're looking at the victim's lover, aka Mr. T, and he has no ID, but he claims to be the victim's lover. Man present at the hotel on the day of the murder. He says he's Aldwich's lover, but that means to be rude but well presented. Firstly, Mr. Man claims to be the victim's lover. She sucks a motherfucking dick because he doesn't admit to having been around the room at the time of the murder, and he says, goddamn, he's never even motherfucking spoke to her because he got the fuck out of Dodge. So you think she was somewhere else, then? Either that, or she was simply on the terrace, and he didn't notice. It seems the curtains were closed when he came into the room. I've already confirmed it's impossible to see anything on the terrace with the curtains shut. Still, you think he'd figure it out? I mean, you know, wouldn't you, if you were lovers? And he won't even tell us his name? Come on, we would have looked any further. It was him. Let's just move on to the next suspect, shall we? Before making any rash judgments. You stupid fuck. So the bellboy, Zachary, he's the one who brought the sandwich the victim and ordered to her room. He is well trusted by his employers as he is an efficient and diligent worker. In truth, he is a clean freak and a narcissist who spends hours in front of a mirror because all French people have to do that. And this career fellow, he saw Aldwich when she was still alive, didn't he? If you believe his statement, then yes, he's the last person to have seen the victim alive. I says, what a double checking then, eh, prof? Finally, the last suspect is the cleaner, Veritable Popsky. Hotel cleaner and mother of 10, holy fuck! Considered by all who know her to be an absolute rock. However, she worries her husband may have had an affair while she was working away. Honey, I'd be more worried about you if you had 10 kids. What the fuck? She saw the service request sign on the door and entered the room to clean it, then discovered the body. Why discover the body, eh? Fishy, righto? And that's everyone who's under suspicion. Click the fucking check files to shit, to see who the fucking shit's a shit. The most intriguing thing about this case, of course, is why Aldwich's hand ended up in her sandwich. Oh, that sign is a right brain teaser and no mistake. Can somebody who speaks this alternate language translate that for me? Can somebody tell me what the fuck a sarnie is? A sarnie? Like, obviously it couldn't have just happened by chance. It clearly has some meaning. Okay, I follow you. I don't know how to say goddamn... Fuck it. So now that you have all the information, who do you think the culprit is? I don't know, bloody hell, just off the top of my head, you mean? Hadn't I better took a look at the crime scene and all that stuff first? The crime scene's available for your inspection just over there. What the fuck, mate? Have a look. I obviously have technology from the year 3000 in my fucking laboratory.